Hey there friends, welcome back to my channel, Mystic Magic. In today's pick a card reading, we are going to be taking a look at the month of October 2022 and see what it has in store for you. So I have 4 piles prepared for you to choose from today. Over here on pile number 1, we have some honey calcite. On pile number 2, we have rainbow moonstone. On pile number 3, we have sodalite. And on pile number 4, we have some sunstone. So feel free to pause the video if you need some more time figuring out which pile you're the most drawn to, and then once you've chosen, you can scroll down to the description box or the pinned comment and skip ahead to your reading. A couple of quick disclaimers before we start. Tarot is just a tool that reads the current energy, and energy is always changing, so remember that you have free will and the power to create change. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so take the messages that resonate and leave the rest behind. Don't try to force all the messages to fit for you and your life. There could simply just be messages here that are for other people watching that just aren't meant for you. With all that being said, let's go ahead and get started with pile number 1. Hey there, pile 1. If you chose the honey calcite, this is going to be a reading all about what to expect in the month of October 2022. So what we're going to be taking a look at today is, first of all, the overall energy that you can expect in the month of October. And then we'll be looking at the different life areas. So love, career and finances, and then personal and spiritual development. And then I have some extra messages and of course some advice for you. So let's just go on and get started by taking a look at what energies will be the most prevalent for you in the month of October. So we have integration. The frequency of integration supports our embrace of every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. We also have trust, and we have indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. So I'm getting this feeling that things are coming full circle for you in October. I am getting this feeling that everything is coming together and you're going to be able to see the overall picture. It's like up until this point, you may have just seen the different pieces of the puzzle but not really understood what picture it was forming. But I feel like in October, now you're going to be able to see how all of these pieces of the puzzle are coming together. So until then, the universe and your spirit guides are asking you to trust. Keep trusting in, of course, in them, but also in your own intuition. Trust that your intuition is leading you in the right direction. Trust that your intuition and your guides in the universe are helping you to make the best decisions possible for yourself, even if you can't see the whole picture, even if you don't know all the details yet. And I find it interesting with this integration card because we just started Libra season a few days ago. And this card is talking about balance and harmony. So if things have been feeling a bit chaotic, I feel like the waters are going to calm down for you. I feel like things are going to be moving back into balance. And this has a lot to do with your own perspective. Not just with the integration card, but with the third eye chakra here being highlighted. And of course we have this trust card. Spirit is saying trust the vision that you've been having, this vision that you may have for your life or for a certain area of your life, trust that it's all coming together because it is. And your perspective on this matter is everything. So, you know, it says what we perceive as negative. So something that you may view as being negative or unfavorable may not necessarily be negative or unfavorable. It's just you're viewing it that way. But just know that everything that's happening is happening for you. It's not happening to you. And I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Because I feel like right now you're feeling a bit skeptical. You're feeling a bit like, you know, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to work out. I don't know if, you know, everything's going to come together. You know, hoping for the best but expecting the worst. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting. But with the number 30 here, we have a 3 followed by a 0, and I'm finding this, it's really calling out to me because 0 represents the void. It represents creation. This is where anything is possible. And it's the same idea of having all of these different puzzle pieces and putting them all together in such a way that it creates this beautiful picture. And then we have the number 3, which is talking about expansion, growth, fertility, abundance. So it's like I almost feel like from nothing, something will be created. So like this trust card, it's kind of this like desert oasis. So in a place that seemingly has no life because of the harsh conditions, there's still a possibility for an oasis. So I almost feel like if you're in a situation where you feel like it's hopeless or nothing good could come of it, I feel like the universe is going to surprise you in October. And that something here is going to be birthed into your reality. So this could be a manifestation coming in, an opportunity coming your way, a communication that you've been waiting on to move forward. But whatever this is, things are coming back into balance. So if things have been feeling really chaotic, I see things slowing down and feeling much more harmonized and peaceful. And if things have been feeling really stagnant and feeling stuck, I feel like the wheels are going to start turning and you're going to start gaining that momentum moving forward. So let's just go ahead and start taking a look at your different life areas and just kind of see how this energy kind of carries through. So we're going to be starting off by taking a look at a love for you in the month of October. So I have an oracle card and a tarot card, and then I have another tarot deck that we're going to use to clarify depending on what your relationship status is, okay? But let's first take a look at these cards. So we have deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. And then we have the 4 of Pentacles. Okay. So I don't want you to panic straight away because of this deception card. We're definitely going to pull more cards to clarify what this is about, but there's someone significant in your life who's really clinging on to a certain narrative or a certain persona that they feel like they have to put on, maybe in order to be with you or to get your interest or something like that. So I see that this person is hiding something away. Now, this doesn't have to be something negative. It could be. We're going to find out for sure. But for example, this could just be someone hiding their feelings from you. You know, maybe somebody really likes you, but they're too shy to tell you. They're afraid of being rejected. So they kind of like, you know, make it seem like that they just want to be friends, but really there's something more. But there's something that this person is really clinging onto here. It's like a very guarded energy. This person is very guarded. So I want to first pull cards to clarify for those of you who are single, and then we'll also pull cards for those of you that are already in a relationship. So Spirit, please, for pile number 1, pile 1 viewers that are single, can you clarify what's happening in love in October, please? Ooh. Okay, so we have, okay, we have the King of Cups and the Three of Pentacles coming out. What else? Okay. Oh wow, we have the Ten of Cups coming out. Okay. On the back of the deck, we have the King of Swords. Okay. So, oh my god, and the deck was split right at the Ten of Pentacles. Wow, you guys. Okay, so whoever this person is has really strong feelings for you. With the King of Cups and the Ten of Cups being here, this could be someone that you work with the Three of Pentacles, or this is someone who's kind of always in your environment. So this could be someone that you have class with, someone that you work with. Maybe if you like go to the same cafe every day, or you go to the library most days of the week, it's like it's someone who's in your vicinity that you either interact with or you'll see them kind of like often. Okay, but this person has really, really strong feelings for you. Oh my god, stop. I just went to move the deck and the Lovers was peeking out. Oh my goodness. This person really likes you, okay? This person really likes you, but they're really guarded. And the fact that we have the King of Cups and the King of Swords coming out really tells me that this person is trying so hard to control their feelings for you. They're trying so hard to just control themselves when they're around you. So for some of you, you actually talk to this person, and for some of you, this could just be someone that you see but haven't really spoken to. But either way, this person feels like they need to control themselves, like they're worried about saying something really stupid, of just like blurting things out. I feel like this person starts to blush a lot when you're around, or if you start talking to them, or if they need to talk to you. It's like very flustered energy is what I'm getting. So they're really trying to keep this under control. It's like you make them, it's like you trigger these feelings in them, and that's not like, it's not your fault, okay? It's not your fault. You're so amazing, pile 1. Like, this person just can't handle it. I want to see why are they so guarded, Spirit? Why is this person so guarded around pile 1 if they like them so much? Like, what's going on here? Okay, what's this? So we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. This person doesn't feel the most confident. This person may feel like you're very out of their league in some way. And I'm not saying that that's true. That's just how this person is feeling. So for example, kind of like what they're showing me is that you guys might be very opposite in some ways. So, you know, maybe you're very outspoken and this person is very shy, or maybe you're really tall and this person is really short, or maybe like you like to wear bright colors and cool outfits, but this person has like a very monochromatic look to them. There's something about like this person just feeling like they're not in your league, and so they feel kind of insecure about approaching you. Yeah, okay. What's this? Yeah. So we had the Emperor and the Five of Pentacles coming out together, which is basically just reconfirming what I was talking about with the Queen of Wands. It's like this person is lacking self-confidence. This person lacks kind of this feeling of being in control, of feeling really secure within themselves. They may come across quite stoic or like very serious. Like maybe if you do talk to this person, you may just get like very direct, short answers. Maybe this person doesn't smile a lot around you, and it's just because they're trying to keep it together. We also have the Three of Swords in reverse coming out. So this person could be healing from like a breakup that they just went through, or they're still healing from things in the past. Maybe, you know, they've been betrayed, maybe they've been cheated on, maybe they just had, you know, really poor relationships, or just really poor examples of what relationships should be. So they feel a lot of overwhelm when it comes to thinking about getting into another relationship, okay? But I think it's also quite clear that this person does have strong feelings for you. Yeah, there's the High Priestess on the back of the deck. These feelings run deep and they do think about you a lot. I just don't necessarily think that this person is ready for a relationship. So kind of the advice that I'm getting here is to take things slow with this person, okay? Take things slow because they're not quite at that point where they feel like they could just, you know, approach you and be their most authentic self. Whatever this mask is, it's not a malicious thing. They're doing this to protect themselves, and it's just like they're kind of showing me a crab, right? A crab that has a really hard shell, and that's to protect them because their insides are very soft and very vulnerable, okay? So the crab has this hard shell to keep them protected. And I feel like that's exactly the case with this person here, okay? But now let's grab some clarity for those of you who are in a relationship. So Spirit, please, for pile number 1, pile 1 of viewers that are in a relationship, can you clarify what is happening in love in October for my pile 1s that are in a relationship? Okay, we have the Ace of Swords coming out first. What else, please? What is happening in love for my pile 1s that are in a relationship in October, please? Ooh, okay, we also have the Hierophant coming out. I want to grab one more card. I see where this is going, though. Are we taking all of those? No, we're not. Okay. What's happening? Okay, thank you. Okay, and we also have the Knight of Pentacles coming out with Judgment on the back of the deck. Okay, so for those of you that are in a relationship, I see a conversation happening between the two of you. And I love that we have the Ace of Swords because this is all about clarity. This is all about cutting through the bullshit, okay? This is about cutting to the chase and getting straight to the heart of the matter and just being honest, all right? Which I'm so happy to see this, especially the first card coming out, because we do have this deception card, and like I totally understand how that could be worrisome. Like that's not something that we ever want to see when we're wanting to know more about our love situation, especially when we're with someone. We don't want to see someone being deceptive towards us. But kind of like the messages we were getting for those of you who are single, I don't feel like this is malicious. It's kind of the same energy of like this person feeling guarded in some way. But what I'm seeing here is that this person wants to have a conversation with you. And with the Hierophant and the Knight of Pentacles, this is not something that this person is taking lightly. This person has put a lot of thought and consideration into not just into the conversation that they want to have with you, but also a lot of thought into, you know, why they're feeling this way, what's triggered this, you know, like, why is it impacting me so much? How can I make this better? How can I make this right? How can we work on this? It's like this person is taking this very, very seriously. Okay? And I get the feeling that this person wouldn't do this for just anyone. Okay? I feel like you're really special, and this person is really starting to recognize like how loyal you are, how special you are, and they want to be able to reciprocate that back to you. And so they're taking their time with this. So if you've been kind of waiting on this person to open up, Spirit is saying to be patient, because it's taking a lot of courage for this person to come forward, and they want to come correct. I love that we have the Knight of Pentacles, because this is someone who is really considerate. Like, they put so much thought into this, and they're not like, this is not an impulsive conversation. They're not just like, you know, impulsively acting on the first idea that comes to mind. Like, no, they've really thought about this. They really want to work on this. They've been doing that inner reflection. Okay, and I feel like they have a lot that they want to say to you. So, but Spirit, why is this person so guarded? Do you want to be upright or reverse? Okay, so we have the Page of Wands in reverse. This person is guarded because something has triggered them recently. Something has triggered them that's kind of caused them to retract a little bit. And like, this could be something that, I don't want to say you did, but it could have been that you have triggered this person somehow, or this could be something external. Okay, it could have been something else that's triggered this person, but this person is triggered in some way about something. Okay. Okay, so we also have the Four of Pentacles in reverse and the Queen of Cups in reverse. This person doesn't want to feel like this. This person doesn't want to be guarded. This person doesn't want to have a wall up with you. This person really wants to be able to share their emotions with you, tell you about how they're feeling, what they've been thinking, what's been going on with them. But I feel like they're still processing everything. They're still trying to understand their own emotions and trying to understand like why am I feeling like this? Like, what has triggered me to feel like this? And like, why is this even triggering me? Is this something from my childhood? Is this like from like a traumatic event that happened? Like, why is this coming up? Why is this coming up now? And we have the King of Wands at the back of the deck. This person does have the intentions of getting through this. This person knows that they won't be stuck in this energy forever, and they're hoping that you can be patient enough to allow them to work through this in their own time and to kind of build up that confidence again to be able to talk to you about this. Okay? Spirit, what is the advice for pile 1 when it comes to love in October? Let's just get a couple cards, because because I feel like whether you're single or in a relationship, there's obviously similar themes here. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is a lot of cards. So we have the Six of Cups and the Three of Pentacles coming out. What are these cards? We have the Four of Cups, the Three of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. Back of the deck is the Queen of Swords. So the advice here is, yes, this person needs, you know, consolation. This person needs affection and love and kindness and patience. But at the same time, Spirit is saying, like, don't let yourself get so caught up in their energy. Like, this is for them to work through. You can be that. Okay. Spirit is saying they're the main character here in the situation and you are the supporting role. Okay, so it's not your job to fix this person. It's not your job to try to pull an answer out of this person. Let them go through their process, and in the meantime, you focus on your own happiness, you focus on your own goals, and you focus on moving forward in other areas of your life, and this person will catch up to you. Okay? You know, you can still be there for this person, of course, like I said, if this person needs a shoulder to cry on, or like you message this person and just being like, hey, I've been thinking about you, I hope you're doing well, or like, oh, I saw this funny meme today and I thought of you, you know, like little things like that to kind of give them a little pick-me-up. But it's not your job to heal them. And Spirit is saying that while this person or this relationship may be important to you, it's not the only aspect of your life where you have things going on. So don't get too caught up in their energy. This is just like something that they have to go through for their own spiritual journey. And so we don't want to hinder that in any way. Okay, now let's take a look at career and finances. So we have one step ahead is all you need. And we also have the Nine of Wands. Okay, I really love this, you guys. Whatever you've been working on is so close to reaching completion, okay? And I know that you're tired. I know that you've been working so hard. I know you've had a lot of obstacles. There's been a lot of stress, overwhelm, a lot of effort and energy that you've been pouring into this, and you may be thinking like, is this ever going to happen? Is it ever going to happen? The answer is yes. Okay, it is going to happen. You're so close. Okay, you're at the Nine of Wands. Tens represent the end of a cycle. Okay, and we have the Nine of Wands coming up, and it's like you're almost there. You're almost there, and all you need to do is keep taking one step at a time. Literally, it says one step ahead is all you need. Okay, so don't give up now. Whatever this is, whatever you've been working on, if you've been working on your own business, working on your own project, if you've been working really hard to get a promotion, if you've been doing lots of interviews to get a better job or to get a new job, if you've been studying your ass off to get an amazing score on your LSATs or something, like, keep going. All of your hard work is going to pay off. Whatever this is, just keep taking one step at a time. Keep doing whatever you can each and every day. Just do your best is what Spirit is saying, and know that your best is going to look different every day. So some days you may be able to get 100% of your to-do list done. Other days, maybe you can only get 20% done. It doesn't matter, because all of that progress is still progress. One step still counts, okay? One step is better than no steps. One step is better than going backwards, okay? So don't get too caught up in, oh, I'm not doing enough or I'm losing momentum. That's all right, okay? Slow progress is still progress, and you're still gonna make it to the destination. You're still gonna make it to this end goal, and you're gonna be successful, and you're gonna be so proud of yourself and so happy for not giving up, okay? It's like I'm feeling like you've been climbing this mountain and you're so close to being at the apex where you can celebrate and relax, but you're not quite there yet. There's just a little bit further to go. So I kind of want to see, I'm going to pull a couple cards for this. Spirit, what else can you tell us about career and finances in October for pile 1, please? Like, I kind of want to know what's on the other side of this. What's on the other side of this when pile 1 reaches the end here? What will the outcome be? What can pile 1 expect once they get to the end? Because I feel like you really need something to look forward to. That's the kind of vibe that I'm getting. So we have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, a lot of emotional fulfillment, feeling like I'm almost getting this feeling of like I can focus on me now, like I can take better care of myself. It's like, okay, you know when it's exam season and you're so busy and you're just working all the time and you're studying all the time and you're exhausted, and sometimes you forget to shower or sometimes you forget to eat, and then it's like your exams are finally done and it's like, oh my god, I'm gonna go take the longest bath ever, I'm gonna go relax, I'm gonna have a spa day, I'm gonna like make plans with my friends, I'm gonna go book myself a vacation. It's like that's what I'm getting with the Queen of Cups, and wow, literally 3 of Cups under the deck, okay? So I see a lot of good times, and I see you feeling just more rejuvenated because you have that time now to take care of yourself because you've been so busy. Okay, is there anything else? Okay, a few cards. Oh wow. Okay, so we have the High Priestess, we have Death, we have the Wheel of Fortune, the 7 of Wands, and the 5 of Cups. And on the back of the deck, we have the 6 of Pentacles. So balance is going to be restored, which we saw with this energy at the beginning, right? Especially with this integration card. Balance is going to be restored to this situation here. And with Death and the High Priestess, exactly, it's like there's a big shift, there's a big transition where you'll be able to finally slow down after a period of things being so busy. Like with the Wheel of Fortune and the 7 of Wands, this is very fast energy. It can feel very chaotic. It's like this feeling of like you against the world almost, and having all of these things that you need to do, all of these areas that need your attention, and maybe feeling FOMO in a way. That's what this 5 of Cups is making me feel like. You know, I've been so focused on building this business, or I've been so busy working that I haven't had the chance to like talk to my friends that much, or I haven't had the chance to like really do anything that I enjoy, like my hobbies or anything like that. And balance is coming back. There's going to be a period of slowdown for you where you're able to celebrate because this chapter is closing out with the Wheel of Fortune, and now you'll be stepping into a brand new cycle where all of this hard work will have paid off, and then you're kind of at those beginning stages again where things are a little bit slow, where you can take your time doing things and where you're figuring out where you're going in that next cycle. But I see a lot of celebration. So if this is about like getting a promotion, getting that new job, like it's feeling very positive. I want to see what'll be the outcome here for pile 1 when it comes to their career and finances, please. What'll be the outcome here, please? Okay. Ace of Wands, look at that. Success, celebration, feeling. It's like, again, that feeling of rejuvenation, of feeling like you have your spark back, of like feeling energized and excited and motivated and excited again, like not just being so stuck in work mode, grind mode, hustle mode, and feeling exhausted. It's like having life breathed into you again. And look at that, we have the Sun. So very, very positive outcomes. Okay, you're gonna, wow, I split the deck and we have the World. Definitely closing up this cycle. You could be graduating, passing your exams, passing the bar, I'm hearing, getting that promotion. So whatever this is, keep putting in that work because it's going to pay off for you, okay? Wow, I love that. Okay. So now let's take a look at personal and spiritual development. So we have dissipating, and we have the 5 of Cups. I feel like there's something here that you're really disappointed about. And it's interesting because that idea of FOMO is coming up again, or the fear of missing out, if you don't know what that stands for. Because both of these cards kind of talk about that. This dissipating card talks about having really big plans or having a really big dream, but then when the opportunity comes along, not actually taking it, and instead of living that reality, choosing to kind of stay in the fantasy with it. So there could be something from the past that's coming up for you. I know a lot of planets have been in retrograde in like September and October, these like past few months, and retrogrades are all about, it's an opportunity to reflect. You may feel like you're going backwards because things from the past come up, but it's not that you're actually moving backwards. It's just these things are coming up for a review in a sense. If there's anything that's lingering that needs to be kind of released or that needs to be worked through so that you can continue moving forward. So there could be something from the past that's coming up for you in October. Spirit, what's going on with personal and spiritual development in October for pile 1? We have the 2 of Wands. Yeah, it's like some plans that you had for something. Something you were planning on, something that you were... Or it's like you have options and maybe you feel like you took the wrong option, or feel like maybe just thinking about like, oh, I wonder what my life would have been like if I made that other decision, or if I took that path instead of this one. So you could be working through feelings of like that in October. For example, like maybe there's 2 things you're really passionate about that you could have gone to school for, and you ended up choosing one path, but now you're kind of looking back, not that you're entirely unsatisfied, but like maybe just looking back and being like, you know, I love being a chef, but you know, what would have life been like if I decided to be an architect instead? Or I love being a teacher, but I wonder if I had kept pursuing music, like if I would have made it. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. So Spirit, what is it that you want pile 1 to know about this? We have the 8 of Swords. Okay, so Spirit is saying that you're actually, it's making you quite stuck. Now, it's not that it's a bad thing to think about, you know, what could have been, what would have been, but at the same time, we don't know for certain what could have or should have or would have been, right? Like, we have our own ideas, like, oh yeah, for sure, like, if I would have went down this path, like, I would have done this and I would have done that, and like, I would have gotten this opportunity, and like, all of these amazing things could have happened to me. And like, that's could be true, but we don't know that for sure. And it's actually it's causing a lot of resistance because it's like you're trying to move forward, but this other thing is at the same time dragging you back every time you think of it. I just saw 4114 on the timer, so you may be seeing those numbers. Because I don't feel like you just think about it. I feel like you almost beat yourself up about it, or you really kind of get sucked into that fantasy. Maybe because the path that you're on doesn't feel fully satisfying to you. But again, I think it's all a matter of your perspective. Maybe you thought you would be further along than you actually are. The Spirit is saying to trust in your intuition, trust in the guidance that you're receiving, trust on the path you're on, and that there could be some inner work that you need to do to really work through kind of letting go of a path that you thought you would go down. And I know that can be so difficult. Like, I really feel that. For myself personally, there's actually been so many different pathways that I thought that I would enjoy and that I like really wanted to do because I felt so passionate about. And it has taken a long time to actually close the door on some of those dreams. Like, it's really hard to do. But I just realized, you know, after a really, really, really long time, like, the version of me that I am now doesn't want those same dreams as the past version of me that originally had them. So you may be in a similar situation. And this thing from the past is making you feel quite stuck and is making you feel maybe unsure of if you're doing the right thing, if you're on the right path, what should I do? But we have the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck, so this clarity is coming to you. And I think you'll start to see the truth of maybe why certain things didn't work out for you. And also, you're going to be seeing very soon that all of your hard work is paying off. So if you're like, man, like, I took this huge risk to go down this path, and like, I feel like I've been working so hard, but I'm not getting anything from it. I'm being taken back to this career and finances thing where it's like, keep trusting because you're almost there. I feel like things are going to start rolling in for you that's going to make you feel so much better about the decisions that you made and really make you feel like, okay, you know what? I can trust myself. I can trust my judgment. I can trust the universe. And, you know, I just needed that confirmation in my 3D world to really make me feel more secure about the direction that I'm going in. Okay, now let's take a look at your tea leaf oracle cards. These are going to represent any blessings, challenges, or just anything else that your guides want you to know. I also just saw 44 on the timer, so a lot of fours coming up. Oh, I didn't even notice this card here. One step ahead is all you need. This is the card number 41. So fours are all about stability, security, our roots, our foundation, okay? So you're being supported, not just in the 3D, but also in the energetic and spiritual world. You're being supported on this path that you're going down, okay? So, wow, look at this. We have the boat, money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. We have purse, pay attention to your finances. And then we also, wow, we have ant, work, achievement, success. I mean, I I feel like these are actually quite self-explanatory. I don't even know if I need to talk about this because, yeah, literally, like, your work is paying off. All of your hard work is paying off. You're going to reach that achievement. You're going to be successful. Your financial situation is going to improve, okay? And you're going to be feeling a lot more secure. You're going to be feeling like, okay, I know what I'm doing. Like, I feel confident about moving forward. I feel confident about letting this alternate plan or this plan B or whatever, I'm okay letting that go now because I feel more secure and confident on the path that I'm currently on. If you see coins, if you see random coins on the ground, that's it's your guides or the universe just coming through to like, hey, like, we're here, we're supporting you, like, you're not alone. And yeah, a lot of abundance. I feel like you're so worried, and I almost feel like your guides are kind of, not that they're laughing not that they're laughing at you, but it's laughing in the sense of like, you don't even know like all the blessings that are going to come in once you reach the end of this cycle. That's the kind of vibe that I'm getting. Like, you don't even know. Okay, so let's close the reading out with some advice for you now. We have be bold and make the first move, Cardinal Moon. And we also have look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so some of you may be in school because I'm getting this message with the full moon in Sagittarius, because the full moon in Sagittarius, I believe, is in June, and at least where I live, June is kind of like that time where school ends. It's like the end of the school year. So I'm not really getting anything else. It's just that some of you may be in school. Maybe this is your last year, and maybe you're stressing out about like, what am I going to do after I graduate? I need to find a job and all of this. And it's like, Spirit's saying, don't get too caught up in the details. Sometimes we need to zoom out and figure out what the bigger picture is first. Like, go back to basics. What's the dream? Okay, like what is it that made you start in the first place? You know, you don't need to take the safest route. You don't need to just take the job that gives you financial security. You can also pick the option that makes you feel good, that makes you feel excited, that brings you a lot of excitement, something that you feel enthusiastic about. Okay, something that makes you feel like you're growing and expanding, like not something that just makes you feel like you're really stuck. Okay, and I love this. Be bold and make the first move. Like, I keep being taken back to this card here. Like, one step ahead is all you need. I know it can be hard when you're tired, when you've been working for so long, but Spirit is saying you've got this. Like, with this bow and arrow here, If you feel like nothing's been happening, it's because the universe is pulling you back so that you can be shot forward. And just keep taking whatever actions and steps you can take, and the universe is going to keep helping you, okay? With whatever resources or information or people to help you along this path. But you need to keep taking the next step and the next step and the next step. And of course, if you need more guidance along the way, like your guides are saying, just ask us, ask us for a sign, ask us to show you the path of least resistance, ask us to, send you opportunities that are in alignment with you. Okay, pile one. So that's everything that I'm seeing. Let me know in the comments how this resonated for you. I would love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching, and hit the post notification bell so you never miss out on when I upload a video. I love you guys so, so much. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye! Hey, pile two, if you chose the Rainbow Moonstone, this is going to be a reading all about what to expect in the month of October. So we're going to first start off by taking a look at what energies will be the most prevalent for you during October, and then we'll get into the different life areas such as love, career and finances, and personal and spiritual development. And then I have a few extra messages and some advice. So let's just dive right in and see what energies will be the most prevalent for you. We have Cosmic Flower. The frequency of Cosmic Flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home, the core from which we pour our magnificence into the world. Ooh, we have Gateway. And we have Patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Wow. There's something very magical about this pile too, especially with Gateway, this cosmic energy, and you chose the Rainbow Moonstone, which connects to the crown chakra as well. So I feel like in October, there's going to be a lot of magic going on in your life in October. I think a lot of things that may have seemed unclear or maybe blocked, you'll now start to understand how everything is starting to come together. There's kind of a similar message or similar energy to pile one, but this feels much more, it just feels cosmic. I don't know how to explain that. Like, it just feels so ethereal, and it feels so just like, it feels like divine intervention is the best way that I can explain it. And I feel like this is because you've mastered the art of surrender. You've mastered the art of letting go and letting God, if you will. I feel like there's a time where you may have been like really forceful, things may have been really resistant, and you just got to this point where you're so fed up and you're like, you know what, fuck it. Like, universe, like, spirit guides, Jesus, take the wheel, okay? Because I'm over trying to control this ship that I don't really have control over. And because of that, I think that a lot of stuff is going to fall into place. I think there's going to be miracles. I think there's going to be major, major blessings. I think that, and I know these are like really big words, but like that's the energy that I'm feeling. This doesn't feel like little manifestations, like, oh, I have a craving for cake. And then your significant other is like, oh, I baked a cake today. No, this feels like some major, it's like the universe is winking at you, okay? That's the kind of energy that I'm getting, where it's like that thing that you gave up on because you were like, there's no way that's gonna happen. Like, nudge, nudge. here it is, or like that path that you gave up on because you thought that, you know, all the doors were closed. Well, here are some doorways opening up. Like with this gateway card, it's a portal. Okay, so it makes me feel like that the change or whatever this is that's coming in is significant and sudden, and I feel like a lot of people who are on the outside looking in would look at it like magic. They would be like, you know, you're just this girl or you're just this guy from this town or this city that's, and you know, you're like, seem pretty ordinary. How the hell did you get that opportunity? How did you create this huge change in your life? Like, how did you do that? That's the kind of vibe that I'm getting. It's like otherworldly. It's magic. It's magic, my dude. That's and there's such a sense of like peace and calm here. And it's interesting because this energy also feels quite grounded, which is interesting because there's so much like high vibrational energy. We have like crown chakra, third eye chakra energy coming through, but yet it still feels very grounded. So I kind of just want to start getting into your different life areas to see what this is all about, because it's feeling very abstract to me right now. I can't really pinpoint it other than this feels like something that's very magical, something that like, I feel like this isn't just like an everyday ordinary occurrence. This feels extraordinary. This feels like once in a lifetime opportunity kind of energy, and I feel very excited, but I still feel so calm. And I wonder if that's because when this happens, you may not actually believe it. You may not think it's serious. So you may brush it off and be like, oh, haha, like very funny. Like that's what I'm getting. Okay, let's take a look and see what's going on with love for you in October. One last thing with this patience card, this could be something that you've just been waiting on for so long that you got so used to waiting that when it comes in, you might not really know what to do with yourself. Like, it's going to change your life so much because you've spent so much time like thinking about it, visualizing it, trying to manifest it, working towards it, and then you're actually going to have it. It's going to be in your life, and you're kind of going to be like dumbfounded in a way. And then I feel like you'll get to this point where you're going to be like, okay, so now what? It's like, I feel like I manifested the big dream and I have it, and like, that's so amazing, but like, now what? And you may almost feel like now I don't really know where to go from here. It's like having that fresh slate all over again. And I feel like that's not something you were expecting, because you weren't actually expecting this thing to manifest or come into your life. Okay, let's take a look at love. Okay, we have this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. And we have the Hermit. Ooh. Interesting, because it's like this card says you've already met the romantic partner you seek. And speaking of seeking, we have the Hermit. The Hermit is all about going on that inward journey. It's all about seeking the answers from within, seeking the wisdom and the knowledge from within. So if you've been going on this kind of inner journey of like trying to understand yourself more, this is really helping to bring you closer to your soulmate, to your divine counterpart. Okay, and this could be the one. This could be the one. This person that you're talking to, this could be the one for you. And I actually love it because look, on this Hermit card, you see these like wires or whatever inside of the lantern. Doesn't it kind of look like a heart shape? Yeah, it's like Oh, now I'm hearing that song. Oh shit, I can hear it, but what is it? It's from High School Musical. It's hard to believe that I couldn't see you were always there beside me. That I was alone with no one to hold, but you were always there beside me. It's that scene when they're doing the auditions. That's a song. I'll put it up on the screen for you, but that's the song that I'm hearing. But I'm going to grab, I have another tarot deck. Let's clarify for those of you who are in a relationship and those of you who are single, okay? So let's actually start with those of you that are single. Spirit, can you clarify what's happening in love for my pile twos that are single in October, please? This is giving me the energy of, it's like, you know, I don't know how the quote goes, but it goes something like you find it the minute you stop searching for it. And so you could find yourself in that kind of situation where maybe you were really trying to find the one, but had no luck. So you just kind of stopped and you're like, you know what, I'm just going to literally accept that everything happens in divine order. Like, I'll meet this person, but in the meantime, like, I'll work on myself, you know, I'll work on my career, I'll work on, you know, my hobbies, I'll work on healing. And by doing all of that, funnily enough, like, the moment you stop searching for it is the moment that you find it, okay? So by doing all that inner work and redirecting your focus to yourself is actually what's helping to bring this person into your life faster. Okay, so Spirit, for my single pile twos, what's happening in love in October, please? Can you clarify? Ooh, what's this? Okay, we have strength. Interesting. It's like, it's making me think of the self again, because the strength is ruled by Leo. Leo is ruled by the sun. This is our personal identity, our ego. And it's so interesting because in some decks, strength and justice, the cards are switched. So sometimes it's number 8, sometimes it's number 11. And here it's number 11, and the Roman numerals are mirroring each other. We have IXXI. So I do strongly feel that this is a divine counterpart for you, and that one way that you'll recognize this person is that you guys really mirror each other a lot. And you may find that you trigger each other a lot because, like I said, it's like you shine your light onto that person's shadows, and that person shines their light onto your shadows. And so you guys may trigger each other sometimes, which makes a lot of sense with strength here, because strength can either depict it could either be the energy of like being able to tame the beast, so to speak, or kind of like how this card shows it, like where the beast is in its very ferocious state. It's in a fighting mood. I don't know if that's the right word, but like, okay. Let's see. We also have the 8 of Pentacles as well as Death. Wow. Yeah, like big change. It's like this gateway card, and then we have the 5 of Wands under the deck. Interesting. Okay, this 8 of Pentacles, I've never really gotten this message with it before, but you see how there's these eyes on here? I got this message of like the universe is watching you. And I know that sounds kind of creepy, but also it's like this energy of, because this feels so divinely orchestrated, it's like the universe and your guides and this person's guides, it's like they're all watching the situation, and it's like, watching what you both do next, how you take action towards each other. And with this Death card, I could be wrong, but I'm fairly certain that this is the goddess Kali on the Death card here. And it ties in so well with this gateway, because it's like, I almost feel like the influence that this person will have on your life, it's like your life before will almost be demolished in a sense, and you'll be entering this like completely new phase of your life. It's like your life before you met this person and your life after you met this person are going to be completely different. And I mean that in the best way possible, okay? You may meet this person through work with the Eight of Pentacles, and like I mentioned, the triggering, I almost get this feeling with the Five of Wands that you may not like this person at first. Like, this person may trigger you. This person may be very different to you in some ways, and you may have like different opinions on things. Yeah, I'm also getting this message of like you could be either opposite signs or opposite elements. So for example, like you may be a water sign and this person may be a fire sign, or maybe they're an earth sign and you're an air sign, or you know, something like that, where there could be a lot of clashing energy. There's this idea of duality and polarity, where the opposites may drive you a little crazy in some ways, but in other ways you guys really complement each other and balance each other out. And it may take some work and some effort to kind of hone that energy, and really get it to that place where you could use it as a way to benefit you guys. It's like, I'm seeing this as like you guys have the potential to be that power couple, but it's like, first you need to learn how to merge and work with your energies in a way that is helpful, not in a way that hinders you, because I feel like it could go either way, which is quite common for like these kinds of connections, especially if you identify or relate with the idea of having a twin flame or anything like that. But that's the kind of energy that I'm getting here. So you could be meeting someone, maybe at work, maybe not. This could just be while you're out. But I feel like it's someone you already know. So maybe someone that you knew in school and then you parted ways and like reconnected after a period of time. Is there anything else? We have the Nine of Swords coming out. Why is the Nine of Swords here, please? Oh, okay. So the Nine of Swords is here because it's talking about the fact that you have been going within and healing any wounds or triggers that you have when it comes to connections and relationships. Again, it's like that idea of the more you work on yourself, the faster it brings you into union. Wow, and we have the Ten of Swords on the back of the deck as well. So Spirit is saying continue focusing on yourself. Don't get too try not to be too impatient about like, when am I going to meet my soulmate? I've been single like a Pringle. Like, I just want to be in a relationship. Like, when is it coming? It is coming, okay? You can't rush a good thing. And everything is happening in divine order, which I know can sound super annoying when you feel like you've been waiting for so long and you feel like you've already been so patient. Like, I hear you. I feel that struggle. Okay, and this is just saying that it's just not happening yet. Not that it's not happening at all, okay? So continue to focus on yourself, because that is really going to help bring you closer to your soulmate. And because of the fact that we had all of that mirroring energy, it's also telling me that the more you work on yourself, the more your divine counterpart will work on themselves as well. Hence why it will draw the two of you together faster. Because if you both work on yourself, then you're both elevating your vibration at the same time. And so you'll be on that same kind of frequency. And so you'll be naturally drawn together because of that, okay? So now let's get clarity for those of you that are in a relationship. Spirit, what's happening in love in October for my pile 2s that are in a relationship, please? Oh, I'm hearing that song, I Could Be the One by Nicky Romero. Where it's like, I could be the one to make you feel that way. I could be the one to set you free. So we have the 8 of Wands. Beautiful. It's very fast moving energy. This is very motivated energy. Oh my. Okay, not these ones. With the 10 of Swords in reverse. Beautiful. I'm hearing unsticking the stuck. And we also have the 3 of Swords. Yes. Wow, on the back of the deck, 4 of Swords. A lot of healing going on in this connection, okay? A lot of inner work being done. And I also just want to point out, so we have 8, 9, 10. So you're very quickly approaching the end of this cycle where maybe you feel like not much has been happening. Okay, this could be a cycle where maybe you feel like you and your partner have drifted apart a little bit, but it's not because you've actually drifted apart. It's because the two of you have needed a little bit of space in order to go inward and work on some pain and wounds from the past, things that may be getting in the way of either this connection or other areas of your life. But yeah, 4 of Swords, 6 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 6 of Swords too. This is definitely childhood healing, or just healing things that have happened a really long time ago. But this is going to help you both enter into this new phase of your relationship. Okay, so this is quickly coming to an end now, and it's almost like there's going to be this feeling of springtime in your relationship again. So I want to see, Spirit, when this difficult cycle ends, what will this new cycle be like for my pile 2s that are in a relationship? What will this new cycle be like? For some of you, this could be about reaching a deeper level of commitment together because of being able to work through certain issues. So we have the Knight of Wands, a lot of passion, feeling so motivated to not just move towards each other, but to move towards all the things that make you feel good, like moving towards your dreams, your passions, like starting that project you've always wanted to do, maybe traveling for some of you. What else, please? What will this new cycle be like? Or what's on the other side of this healing? For my pile 2s in October when it comes to love, please, Spirit. Okay, we also have the Page of Cups. So someone will be... I see your partner like reaching out. This could be you as well, but it's like someone really reaching out, expressing how they feel. I feel a lot of fun coming back to your relationship. This is like very giddy, like almost this like childlike energy of just being able to have fun again. But at the same time, with the King of Swords, like taking the relationship seriously, being serious in the intentions, being serious in moving things forward, and in putting it there, or in putting your best foot forward too. Like the King of Swords is like, I mean what I say and I say what I mean. Okay? Like this is about having clear, open, honest communication. Clear intentions. Telling each other how you feel. Showing each other how you feel. Taking action towards each other. Okay? And we have the Magician on the back. So if there's a particular goal that you've had within this relationship that you've been trying to work on, for some of you this could be marriage with the Hierophant here. Marriage, or that deeper sense of commitment. Whatever this is, this healing has been putting you on the path to manifest whatever that ultimate goal is for you. Expanding your family, could be getting a home, taking a certain trip, going on your honeymoon. Whatever this is that you're trying to manifest, this healing had to happen first in order for that manifestation to come in, okay? So there's nothing to be too stressed out about here. If you feel like me and my partner are drifting away, don't know what's going on, like maybe I was wrong, maybe this isn't the person for me. Spirit's saying that's not the case. You guys aren't drifting apart. You're just taking the time to focus on some things within yourselves that need attention so that the two of you can come back together in a much deeper, more solid way. So let's take a look at what's happening with your career and finances. So we have what's your honest truth, as well as the Knight of Pentacles. This Knight of Pentacles is really drawing me back to this Patience card. And I'm almost getting this feeling of like, if you feel like things have been moving slowly, Spirit's really just wanting you to honor your feelings when it comes to your career and finances. Like, if you're worried about something, if you're excited about something, if you're stressed out about something, like honor those feelings. You don't need to shove your feelings away. Of course we don't want to sit in that energy of being worried or being stressed, but we can't ignore it either. Okay? And you're being encouraged to take your time here with the Knight of Pentacles. There's no need to rush. And I'm also seeing that the Knight of Pentacles it's very grounded, it's very stable, it's secure. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles is not impulsive. So I see your career and finances being in a stable position. But at the same time, there's a need to do some inner reflection again. This card here makes me think of Judgment because it's the number 20. And so having the Hermit, having Judgment here, there's a lot of self-reflection and a need to really be honest about where it is you're being called to go to. Wow. You have 2 unicorns, okay? You have 2 unicorns showing up. Like, what? What is this? Spirit is saying you can trust your intuition. You can trust your intuition when it comes to your career and when it comes to finances. Like, you're so much smarter than maybe what you allow yourself to believe. And also not to get too caught up in what other people are doing, okay? Because I feel like you have a very unique path, and I feel like there may be people who try to give you advice or try to like offer you their opinions, which they have good intentions about, but I feel like for some reason it just wouldn't apply to you. It's like I feel like you're on a special mission here. Oh, that's what this could be about. This could be about your purpose. Especially with Gateway, the Cosmic Flower. right? This idea of coming home. It's like coming home to yourself, coming home to the truth of you, to your to your authenticity. This Mercury retrograde is honestly killing me. So, Spirit, what is going on with career and finances for Pile 2 in October? Oh my god. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles coming out again. So this is steady, stable progress, okay? And again, it's another freaking unicorn. That's crazy because like the knights are usually represented by just a horse. And I just saw 3113 on the timer. So again, this idea of mirroring numbers. There's a lot of similar themes here to Pile 1, which is interesting because to me the energy feels quite different. But if you're called or if you're drawn to Pile 1, you may want to watch it. Okay, we have the World card coming out. It's like you're slowly making your way towards the end of this cycle because we have Judgment here, number 20, and then we have the World, which is number 21. So it's like you may not feel like you're moving forward, but you are. And you're making your way towards completing this really big cycle in regards to your career. Wow, and we have Death at the back of the deck. Yeah, it's like you're about to close out a major chapter and you're going to literally cross through this threshold like we have with the Gateway in the World into a period where you're actually being your most authentic self and you're doing what feels most authentic to you. Okay, so we have the Devil as well as the Six of Pentacles coming out. The Devil and the Six of Pentacles. So I see that you're really breaking free from any self-limiting beliefs that have been holding you back. And considering we have the Nine of Cups at the back of the deck too, I'm seeing so much fulfillment. This is also a lot of material abundance coming in. So, I mean, I'm not even just seeing money. I'm seeing like actual gifts. I'm seeing like someone buying really nice house decor or like buying, this could even be getting a home for the first time or being able to splurge on something, being able to indulge in something finally after maybe a period of time of like, maybe you've been having to save a lot, maybe you've been having to like be really strict with your budget, but there's gonna be something coming in, and it's I don't feel like you're meant to know fully what this is yet because I've been having a hard time reading your energy, and I think it's because this is meant to be a surprise. But just know that in an overall sense, you're wrapping up a lot of cycles right now in October. So October may feel kind of slow, it may feel kind of drawn out, it may even feel a little bit boring. But don't let that throw you off because I feel like after October, things are really going to pick up for you. And like there's going to be a lot of change that's coming. There's a lot of change on the horizon for you. But it's like you're just not quite there yet. Right? Right now you're in the Fool's journey. You've reached the Judgment card. So you're at the Judgment card and you have one more to go, which is the World, which ended up coming up. So it could be by the end of the month or maybe sometime in November. Okay. So what I'm getting from this is that in October, things may remain the same when it comes to your career and finances. So, you know, your job may be going the same way as it always does, or your income will kind of be at the same level as it always is. It's like, I'm almost getting this message of like, expect what you have been receiving thus far, but also knowing that this is temporary and you're at the end of this cycle. Like it's like, be patient because the change is coming. It's just not coming in October, or it's coming near that, like at the end of the month. Okay, we're gonna keep moving forward because I don't wanna force the messages. I wish I could get more because I really want to know what this is. Like, I do feel the excitement from this, but I also do feel like the Spirit's really holding back that energy from me because you're not meant to know yet. So it's like almost this feeling of like choking, of like, you know, when you want to say something but like the words don't come out. That's how I feel. So let's just keep moving forward and see what's going on with your personal and spiritual development in October. So we have renewal. Oh my God, yes. Okay. And then we also have the Tower. Oh, I love this. I actually love this a lot. Okay. With renewal here, this is exactly what I've been trying to say. It's like, you're wrapping up this cycle now because you've been going through so much energetic healing and cleansing. Like, you've been releasing so much, even if you don't necessarily feel that way. And so the reason why it may feel like nothing's really happening is because you're in this transition phase where it's like, this cycle isn't over yet and the new cycle hasn't started yet either. So it feels like this like awkward in between where you're kind of like in limbo, which is basically what Judgment is about. Quite literally, the Judgment card it represents Judgment Day, and it typically shows, I think it's Archangel, I don't remember which one. There's an archangel on the card, and there's souls rising from their tombs because they are to be told what the decision is, right? Are they going to heaven? Are they going to purgatory? You know, it's that kind of thing. So it's like this weird in between where it's like you're waiting on something, but what's really going on is this renewal. Okay, we can see that she's transitioning from winter into spring. Okay, this is very symbolic because in the winter we feel like everything's dead, nothing's happening, nothing's growing, there's no life, there's no movement, everything is frozen and cold. And then the spring finally comes and all the snow melts and the grass starts to grow and the flowers start to bloom and all the animals come out again, and it's just like this new life is breathed into everything. And we can see here that all of her chakras are being highlighted, and her crown chakra is just glowing, which ties in so well to this Tower card because it's like, I think you're going to be making a lot of realizations in the month of October, having a lot of downloads, okay? Especially with all of this like magical energy, this energy of the crown really being highlighted here. That's why not much is going on in terms of your career, in terms of your relationship, because all of the focus right now is on this inner work. It's on healing and rejuvenating your energy, because there's gonna be a lot of change. There's gonna be this like huge shock, but in a really good way. Like, I don't want you to be worried about this because this is all amazing stuff that's going to be happening, okay? So you were the caterpillar. Right now you're this like liquid goo in the cocoon. But you are soon going to come out as this beautiful, beautiful butterfly and have this completely new life, okay? So essentially, the month of October is helping to prepare you and turn you into the version of you that is aligned with this new cycle that's happening, with whatever is on the other side of this portal, with whatever you're manifesting, okay? That's what's going on in October for you. So it may seem like that not much is happening, but a lot is happening for you energetically. A lot is happening behind the scenes, okay? So just keep being patient and know that you are going to see these things come into fruition, okay? It's a matter of if, not when. Wait. No. It's a matter of when, not if, okay? That's what I meant to say. All right, let's take a look at your tea leaf oracle cards, and these will represent any additional messages that Spirit wants to give to you. These could be blessings or challenges or just anything else that you need to know. So we have Cup. You should accept a valid criticism. We have the month of December. Okay. And then we have Ladder, climbing towards success. Wow, okay, I love this. Okay. With this Cup card, you should accept valid criticism. This is kind of bringing me back to that idea of doing all this inner work that we've been talking about. It's like you're recognizing certain things that could be worked on within you, okay? It's like giving yourself that constructive criticism of like, hey, you know, you're being kind of stubborn on this particular idea, but if you're able to be a little bit more flexible, you know, it would allow for a lot of different opportunities to come in. And you're saying to yourself like, yeah, you know what, like, I can be a little bit stubborn sometimes, and I could see how being a bit more flexible would really help me. It's like, you know what I mean? You're having these honest conversations with yourself where you're like, okay, it's time to be real. Like, I want to look at things objectively. I want to look at things from a neutral standpoint, and I want to work on things. I want to improve. Okay? And so I'm feeling like with this gateway, this portal that we're talking about, the month of December could be really significant. So October and November, you may still be in this kind of transitory sort of stage, but it's leading you to the top of this ladder. It's leading you towards success. Okay, we're going to pull a card. I'm going to see. Spirit, what's happening in December? Why is the month of December being highlighted for pile 2 here? So we have the Hierophant coming out. It's like, I almost feel like that's when it's okay, because the Hierophant is like a great teacher in a way, and so it almost makes me feel like I heard you'll be wrapping up your studies in December. And I don't mean that in a literal sense, like if you're in school. I mean, you know, we're all in school, if you will. We're all learning these spiritual lessons all the time, but I feel like whatever these lessons are, whatever this healing is, it's like you're going to be wrapping this up in December. Yeah, wow. We just have the Chariot coming out, and then we have the Four of Wands on the back of the deck. So movement forward and a lot of celebrations with the Four of Wands. This also talks about having a really solid foundation. This also could talk about weddings, which, since we do have the Hierophant, which associates to commitment and marriage and things like that. Travel for some of you. This could even be relocating. And look at that, we have Judgment again. It's like, yeah, calling you to come home. Wow, and the Six of Wands. And the Two of Cups. Wow, okay, so by the end of 2022, I don't know why I said that so weird. By the end of 2022, this whole cycle is going to be wrapping up for you, and I honestly feel like 2023 is going to be your year. And I'm not just saying that to say that, like, I feel like some really, really big stuff is going to happen for you in 2023. And I feel like it's been a long time coming, and I feel like you really fucking deserve it, okay? Now, I want to take a look at our last cards here, which is going to be advice for you for the month of October. Wow. So we have the answers you need are coming, full moon in Gemini. And I think it's very fitting that it is going next to the patience card, okay? Be patient because the answers you need are coming. Oh, that's so interesting. I just, there's another connection here with pile 1. So if you were drawn to pile 1, there could be messages for you there as well. But our other card is your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus. So what I'm getting with this is that you may be kind of, okay. It's clear that you have a great vision or a great goal, something that you want to achieve. This is like the pinnacle for you. But I feel like because you naturally kind of operate out of your higher chakras, you may have a harder time grounding your energy. And so some advice that Spirit is coming through with is to start writing down your ideas and to start actually trying to turn that into a plan. So if you have this huge goal of like, I want to build my dream house, I don't know, like in the forest or something. Okay, say this has been a huge dream of yours. And you think about it all the time, you think about what it would look like, you think about what you would do every day, you think about having your friends come out there. Okay, and Spirit's like, you can have that, but like we need to actually turn that into a plan so that you can take steps to actually creating it. Okay, so if you want to build this house in the forest, well, you're going to need to get a permit to build. You're going to need like an architect and an engineer to like design the plans. You're going to need to get all the supplies. You're going to need to get the contractors. It's like, you see what I mean? You need to be able to break it down into smaller steps, into steps small enough that you can actually take action on it. And if there's parts of your plan that you feel like you're waiting on information to come in, the answers you need are coming, okay? So if you're like, I've been trying to move forward, but like I've been stuck because I'm waiting for approval, or I'm waiting for this, or I'm waiting for that, keep being patient, because the information that you need, the help that you need is coming in. And not to give up on your dreams because you're kind of struggling to create this in the 3D. It's like, I feel like this is a slow burner. Pile 1 felt more quick. It felt very sudden. This feels like a slow burner, which I can understand how frustrating that is. But I think Spirit's really confirming to you that like, if you already have plans in place, like you're on the right path. And just because, you know, maybe you thought you would be further along, or you thought that, oh, this will only take a couple of weeks, but now it's been like 4 months. Spirit is saying not to get too hung up on your own expectations of how you thought things would go. Continue to surrender and be open-minded to how things pan out. But just know that you're facing the right way, you're headed in the right direction, and this awkward phase is going to come to an end, at least by the end of the year, okay? And 2023 is going to feel like brand new to you, okay? Because I do feel this like awkward energy. It's like the messages aren't flowing the way that they usually do. It feels kind of choppy to me. It feels like I want to say more, but I don't really know what to say. So you may feel this kind of like weird energy of like, I want to take action, but I don't really know what I would even take action towards because I feel stuck, because I'm waiting on information. And if that's the case, Spirit is validating that, and just know that the answers will come, everything will come, and in the meantime, just focus on what you can control, okay, pile 2? But that's everything that I'm seeing for you. Let me know in the comments how this resonated. I would love to hear your thoughts. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching, and hit the post notification bell so you never miss out on when I upload a video. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, friends. Hey there, pile 3. If you chose the Sodalite, this is going to be a reading all about what to expect in the month of October. So we are going to start out by taking a look at the overall energies for the month of October, and then we will get into the different life areas. So we'll be looking at love, career and finances, and personal and spiritual development. And then I have a few extra messages, and of course, as always, some advice too. So let's go ahead and take a look at what energies will be the most prevalent for you in the month of October. We have perception. The frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take a good, hard, deep look at it. We have inner peace. And we also have abundance. I'm a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Wow. I love this, pile 3. Okay, so October, right off the bat, this is feeling quite wholesome. And I say that because, I mean, we literally have abundance and we have inner peace. So you can have an abundance of anything. Abundance doesn't just have to do with, financial gain and things like that. So I love to see that in October, you are going to be experiencing an abundance of inner peace, and this all comes down to your own perception. I think in October, you're really going to be expanding your own perspective and the way that you view things. I see your perception widening, and I see you being more open to divinity. I see you being more open to noticing the signs and synchronicities around you. I see you being more open to receiving downloads, to receiving abundance in your life. And I think this widening of your perception is, funnily enough, also what is bringing you this inner peace, because maybe for some time, maybe your perception was you were looking at things a certain way, but maybe looking at things that way wasn't really beneficial to you. Like maybe you were looking at things like everything is going wrong, nothing is working out for me, I don't have this, I don't have that, I'm lacking this. And it's a tricky situation to be in, because we can get comfortable feeling like that, and when we stay stuck in that energy for some time, it can get really hard to kind of pull ourselves out of it. But like this perception card says, you're moving beyond your comfort zone, and you're really taking a good look at things. And I feel like there's this analytical quality to you, especially coming through this October, where you're going to be looking at things and being like, okay, thinking this way hasn't really gotten me anywhere, and I'm kind of tired of it. And I see you kind of taking matters into your own hands in the sense of, let's make a change. Let's do something different. Let's shift our perspective a little bit and see how that can change things for me, because the way that I've been doing things just hasn't been working. So I kind of feel like in October, you're going to be a little bit experimental in a way where you're being more open-minded, you're being more flexible, and I think you're just trying to allow things to be as they are. Okay, because with inner peace here, inner peace has to do with flow, it has to do with surrender. It's being the calm at the center of the storm. So there may be chaos going on around you, but this center is your own pillar of strength. And I feel like you're really starting to tap into the the abundance of inner peace that I think you didn't realize you had within you. Now this abundance card, I am so excited for when we get into the different life areas to see how else this abundance card is going to come through, because it says I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. So this is making me feel like you're not just manifesting these intangible things like an abundance of inner peace or a shift in perspective, but I also feel like you're going to see changes in your physical reality as a result of these energetic or mental shifts that you're making as well. So we'll have to see when we take a look at career and finances to see if you'll also be manifesting material wealth as well. I have a feeling that you will, but we'll have to see what the cards have to say. But I think that this would be an amazing affirmation for you in the month of October. So I will hold it up for you again if you want to take a screenshot. It says, I'm a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Okay? And I'm also seeing a theme of balance here, because I did mention, or did I mention? I don't know if I actually mentioned. I was thinking of it. But this inner peace card and this perception card, it's really taking me to the third eye chakra and the crown chakra. And then with this abundance card, we have the root chakra as well. So it's like you're taking these visions, these ideas that you have, maybe changes that you want to make in your life, and you're finding a way to really ground that into your reality. You're finding a way to translate these abstract ideas into a tangible, practical plan that you can start taking action on, okay? Also, I want to say on this perception card, the number 35, that reduces to an 8, and 8s are all about abundance as well. So lots of themes of abundance here. I think we should just get straight into the tarot, or into the different life areas and get some more information. So let's start off by taking a look at love for you in the month of October. We have healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. And then we also have the Hierophant. Okay. So this could have to do with specifically a father or a father figure, or a figure of authority. It doesn't have to be masculine, but this is just a figure of authority. So a parent, a grandparent, an aunt, an uncle, something like that. But I see that, especially with this perception card, like I said, it's like you're starting to look at things differently. So you may be in October looking at the connections in your life, your romantic connections or your friendships, and maybe identifying how certain patterns or certain cycles keep repeating themselves, and you're starting to wonder, like, why does this keep happening? Where is this even coming from? And I see that it has something to do with patterns in your family line. And I see you really doing a lot of inner child healing, but just healing in general when it comes to your family connections. And this healing, this forgiveness, it's bringing you a deep sense of inner peace. For some of you, something that you may struggle with is commitment. Not because you don't want to commit, but you may have certain fears around it. Like, for example, maybe your parents got divorced, or maybe, certain relationships fell through and it really scarred you. It really made you feel afraid of commitment. It made you feel afraid of, if I put my all into this, like, it's just gonna fall apart. Okay, so that may not be the case for everyone, but that's something that's coming through. I'm also really being taken to, we have some lunar phases here on the Hierophant card, and the full moon here is really sticking out. So the full moon in October could be very significant for you. I believe it's on October 25th, and oh no, that's the new moon. When's the full moon? I'll have to put it up on the screen because I don't remember. But the full moon in October could be significant. And again, with this Hierophant card, this idea of the crown chakra being highlighted again, I feel like you're going to have a lot of downloads and realizations coming out of the blue, where you're just realizing certain things, like realizing why people act a certain way, realizing like, my parents behave this way because this is what they learned from their parents, and their parents behave this way because that's something that they learned from their parents. And now you're looking at this like, okay, well, how can I break that cycle? How can I prevent this from continuing down my family line if having kids is something that you do want? But regardless of whether you choose to have kids or not, I see you going through this really deep, significant healing process when it comes to your family, and it's bringing you a lot of inner peace, because I feel like this is probably an area that has brought you a lot of stress and pain throughout your life. But with the elephant here, the elephant is also a symbol of overcoming obstacles. So I see that you literally have the key to unlock this wisdom that you'll be gaining from your own family line, and really stepping out of your comfort zone to find a way to do things differently. Okay, so I have another tarot deck, and I want to get extra clarity depending on your relationship status. So we're first going to take a look at those of you that are single. So Spirit, pile 3. My pile 3s that are single, what is happening in love in the month of October for my pile 3s, please? Can you clarify? Okay. So we have the 8 of Pentacles. For some of you, this has, whatever these family issues are, it's something that could be impacting your abundance with the 8 of Pentacles here. So for example, like maybe you struggle with lack mentality, maybe you struggle with scarcity, maybe you struggle with really clinging on to money, feeling like there's never enough, feeling like you have to work really hard and struggle just to make ends meet, or just any views around money you may have naturally just absorbed from your own family as you were growing up, because that's what you were surrounded by, right? So what else, please, Spirit? What's going on in love for my single pile threes? Ooh, this card. Okay, we also have the Magician. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, more, the Ten of Pentacles talks about family as well. On the back of the deck, we have the Three of Swords. Yeah, there's a lot of healing going on here. And I split the deck and we have the Sun. This is definitely inner child healing. And so, okay, what I'm getting from this is that not only will going through this healing process improve your ability to create abundance for yourself, but also that it's going to help you when it comes to your own confidence and self-esteem, because we have the Magician here, and the Magician is an alchemist. Like, he has all the tools and resources that he needs to create what he wants. It's kind of like being a chef or cooking, okay? You have all these ingredients, and the chef or the magician, okay, has this way of putting things together and transforming them into a different state, and at the end you have this beautiful meal. And I don't know why specifically that's coming through, but I'm just getting this message of like healing these family issues is going to extend so far beyond the scope of just relationships. Like, this is impacting your ability to create abundance for yourself, to manifest, to bring more wealth into your life, to bring more stability into your life, to bring more joy and happiness into your life as well. And naturally, as a result, this is going to bring such inner peace. It's going to bring you this feeling of security, and it's maybe something you've never really felt in your life. Okay, so in October, it doesn't seem like there's going to be, not that there's not any prospects, there very well may be, but here Spirit is really highlighting that the main thing going on in love for you has to do with healing these family issues, okay? So I'm going to see if, wow, look at that. And we just had the King of Pentacles coming out as well. This has a lot to do with feeling safe and secure in the world. Of course, we have the root chakra here. So this is really helping you to heal your root chakra, and I'll say your solar plexus as well. And that by healing and working on those areas, it's actually going to help you to attract people who are more in alignment with you, okay? These people will be more in alignment with you. These people, the more you heal these issues, the more that these people will reflect your true nature and less of the connections that you've had in your life thus far. So for example, let's say your father was emotionally unavailable, and growing up, all of the people that you dated also reflected this quality of being emotionally unavailable. As you work on healing these issues within yourself and looking at your family line and seeing like how and why certain things may have happened, the more that you'll reflect people who are emotionally available, okay? So I hope that makes sense. So it's kind of, Spirit is basically saying like, the more you focus on this healing, the easier it will be for you to attract people who you actually want, people who actually match your vibration, people who actually give you what you need, not people who reflect back to you the same things that you're lacking, okay? Now, let's see for those of you who are in a relationship already. So, Spirit, For my pile threes that are in a relationship, can you clarify what's happening in love in October for them, please? Ah! Wow, that's a lot of cards. Okay. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We also have the Four of Cups. We have the Chariot. And we also have the Star in reversed. So interesting. There's a lot of feminine energy here. So for those of you who are in a relationship, this could have to do with healing issues around the mother or a mother figure. On the back of the deck, we have the Page of Swords. So for those of you in a relationship, if you have kids of your own, in October, you could be working through healing issues that you've had with your own parents so that you can have a better relationship with your children. Because I'm seeing a lot of mirroring imagery in these cards, and it's giving me this feeling that maybe you're starting to recognize how your children are displaying maybe these same qualities or reflecting back these same cycles or patterns, and you're like, I don't want them to have to go through what I went through. And so I'm going to work on myself, and I'm going to work on trying to heal these issues so that I can teach my children better, so that my children can have better and be better, and we can break this cycle. That's something that I'm really picking up here. For others of you, this may not have to do with your family. This could have to do with your partner's family, is something that I'm getting. Your partner may be struggling with certain familial connections in October, and your partner may, I feel like on a deeper level, they know and they recognize this, but on a more conscious level, it's something that they may be struggling to accept. They may still be in denial about this a little bit, but I feel like this is something that you've picked up on and you've recognized, and Spirit's really commending you for that, because again, we have this perception card here. So it's like you have such a heightened level of awareness. It's like you're just starting to really pick up on people's dynamics, like why people are triggered by certain things, why they behave a certain way, why they react like this. But I'm really focusing on the Chariot card here. It's really sticking out to me. So I feel like you will be able to move past this in the month of October. I don't feel like this is something that's going to be really drawn out. This could even just be a matter of having a good cry about something, or just journaling your feelings about maybe something that happened to you in childhood. But I see that you're allowing yourself to feel it, you're allowing yourself to process it, but you're also allowing yourself to let it go. There's this feeling, it's kind of like the Four of Pentacles in reverse, just this feeling of letting go and of really wanting to move forward onto bigger and better and brighter things. So I want to quickly grab some advice for all of you when it comes to love in October, because this is, it can be quite heavy and quite challenging to, be focusing on things like this. So Spirit, what is the advice for my pile threes when it comes to love in October? What is the advice? I really don't remember what song this is. Oh, I know it's by the Black Eyed Peas, but I'm hearing there's a line that goes like, don't you worry about a thing, baby. And I just heard that. Okay, Spirit, thank you. We got the Four of Pentacles in reverse coming out. And now I'm hearing Let It Go from Frozen. Yeah, and we just had the Seven of Swords falling out as well. It's like, allow yourself to release these aspects of your shadow. So what I mean by that is we have the Three of Wands in the back, on the back of the deck. Again, this idea of leaving the comfort zone. What's this? And then we have the Emperor. So when I say releasing these aspects of your shadow, I mean that there are parts of yourself that you have kind of shoved away or deemed to be bad, not good, unacceptable, shameful. And this could have something to do with, you know, things that your family have said to you, like, oh, it's bad to make a lot of money, or like rich people are evil. You should be saving your money. You shouldn't be spending your money on buying nice things for yourself, just as an example. And so this may be where your lack mentality comes from. And so, but I see that in October, it's like you're doing things differently. So Spirit's really encouraging you that if you choose to do this shadow work, to allow yourself to really let it go this time, to work through it and allow yourself to let it go. Because sometimes when we do shadow work, we can just get lost in the shadow, and sometimes we think we're ready, but we're not actually able to, you know, process it at that time or let it go, which is of course fine. You do everything on your own time. But Spirit is saying when you are ready, it's time for you to really let this go. It's time for you to move forward. There's so much for you that's waiting for you in the future on the horizon, and I think you would be surprised by the big changes that you can create for yourself in your life just by going through this healing process. Okay, so let's now take a look at your career and finances. I'm really intrigued to see what this is going to be about. So we have your past supports your future. And we also have the Sun. Oh my goodness. Wow. I love this. So, wow. Okay. This card here, your past supports your future, number 11. This makes me think of the Justice card. So, okay, I'm getting a lot of messages here, so just bear with me. First things first, balance is being restored to the situation, okay? So if things have been felt like very stagnant, very stuck when it comes to your finances or your career, that is being resolved. I also feel like I'm getting this message of you're going to be receiving some good karma. So this could have to do with, as you're healing these family issues and clearing out that karma, you're being repaid with good karma. So coming in the form of big blessings in your finances or your career. So this could be a promotion, a new job, a rare opportunity that you get, you know, a really big bonus, a big raise, things like that. Something else that I'm picking up is that a new contract may be coming your way. So like, I don't know if you're a freelancer or something like that, or if you're looking for an office space, looking for a studio, you may be finding a place, you may be signing a contract. And whatever this is, it's good stuff, okay? Because we have the sun here. Okay, so this is like really, really positive, amazing opportunities that are just going to, it's like you don't even have to do anything. It's just gonna show up. It's just gonna fall into your path, and you're gonna be like, oh, what? It's like I didn't even have to apply for this job. Like, they just offered it to me. I didn't even have to ask for a raise. My boss just gave me one. It's that kind of energy. For others of you, this could be about renewing a contract, maybe with a company that you really enjoy working at or something. But with the sun being here, I see you gaining a lot of clarity as to maybe how you can improve your financial situation or improve your career. This could also be gaining clarity on your purpose, because we were talking about karma and things like that with this card alluding to justice. So you may be gaining a deeper understanding as to like what your purpose is, what you came here to do. For others of you, this could be about a creative pursuit with the sun. Maybe taking a risk, stepping outside of your comfort zone and pursuing that big dream of yours, or pursuing some kind of artistic endeavor. This could have to do with teaching, teaching kids, daycare, early childcare education, something like that. I'm even hearing Montessori, which could be relevant for someone. And as well, whatever you've been trying to manifest, October is a very auspicious time for this. So if you've been working on money manifestations, if you've been trying to grow your business, trying to grow your platform, your channel, whatever it is, keep working on those manifestations, because they're going to come in. With the number 11 here in the sun, and also the fact that we had the Magician coming out before, this is really making me feel like something big is going to manifest for you. You also may be in the spotlight. So again, if you have a platform or if you have your own business, even if you work for someone else, it's like I see you being in the spotlight. Again, like maybe you're given a certain opportunity. Maybe you're going to be working one-on-one with the CEO or your supervisor, your manager or something, or you could be receiving an award. You could be really being commended for all the hard work that you've been doing, and people are really starting to recognize you and pay more attention to you. Okay, that's something else that I'm getting here. But there's going to be a lot of color and a lot of life, a lot of excitement around your career and finances in October. A Leo or a Libra could be significant here as well. You may have those placements, or this could be someone else who's maybe giving you an opportunity or extending some kind of goodwill, or like giving you money, giving you a huge gift in some way. Wow, this is very exciting. I know that that's a lot of messages, but there was really a lot coming through, so I feel like it's just going to be really, really different for everybody. And something else is that you're going to be gaining clarity as to how all of the different parts of your life are starting to connect and kind of coming full circle. So for example, like, okay, I'm going to go back to this chef example. I don't know why this is coming up. Maybe someone here is a chef. But let's say you went to culinary school and you're like, yeah, I'm going to be a chef. And after a few years, you realize, like, actually, I don't really enjoy working in restaurants. Like, I'm going to change paths. And then you go to business school and you learn about like social media and all that stuff. And then you really start getting into health and you start improving your health. And you're like, wow, like I've gone so many different paths in life. And then one day you're like, oh my God, I know what I'm here to do. Like, I love cooking. I love, health and nutrition. I really love social media. Why don't I start a YouTube channel that talks about nutrition, and I can like cook healthy meals and show people how to like make healthy food at home? Okay, so this is a very specific example, and I'm not saying that's going to be your case, but it's something like that where you're starting to see how all of these seemingly random things are all coming together, and I feel like you're starting to really recognize how everything has been part of your path all along. It's like you were never off path, you were never lost. All of those things were part of your path, and now you're seeing how it all comes together. Okay, so this is so exciting. Also, the sun is masculine energy, so you're being encouraged to really put yourself out there. Keep taking action towards your goals. Keep taking steps towards your ambitions. Keep making plans. I'm hearing that song "You Can't Stop the Beat" from Hairspray. So Spirit's really encouraging you to be in your masculine energy and to keep taking action towards your goals. But not to just take action for the sake of taking action. Take action because it feels good. Take action because it makes you feel excited, okay? That's very important here, because if we just keep taking action and we're not enjoying it and we're not getting anything back from it, it can drain us out really quickly, okay? Balance is important here. So while you're being encouraged to take action, do it in a way that it's actually giving back to you, okay? Now, I want to move forward and take a look at what will be going on in terms of your personal and spiritual development. Oh, sorry, one last message. I was going to say the sun is expansive energy. It's masculine energy. The sun is life-giving. Because of the sun, plants on earth grow, right? We need the sun. It is life-giving. And so I feel like absolutely there is a lot of growth in your career and finances in the month of October, okay? But let's take a look at personal and spiritual development. So we have insecurity, and we have the Three of Cups. I love this because like we're talking about having this full circle moment, and at the beginning we were talking about this abundance card being related to the root chakra, and now we have insecurity also connected to the root chakra. So I see you're really making tremendous progress when it comes to working on your root chakra. You're moving from an energy of being really insecure and feeling very afraid of lack into an energy of abundance, which the Three of Cups also does talk about. We see an abundance of camaraderie, of love, of friendship, and we also have literal abundance, like cornucopias, okay? So in October, you're really building this brand new foundation for yourself that is going to be so much more stable, and it's really going to allow you to be able to plant the seeds that you've been wanting to plant for some time. Because maybe you've already been trying to plant these seeds, but the soil that you've been planting these seeds into hasn't been fertile, okay? But now you're working on your root chakra, and you're really working through these insecurities, working through these limiting beliefs, working through these different mindsets that you may have inherited from your family line or from your family. And you're taking control of the situation, and it's like I'm hearing, just because things have been this way doesn't mean it always needs to be this way. Like, you're recognizing you can make a change at any time you want, and I feel like October is when you're really starting to do that. So having insecurity here paired with the Three of Cups is telling me that you're overcoming this in October. You're overcoming a lot of heartache, a lot of pain, and a lot of fear as well. You're overcoming it. There's going to be a reason to celebrate. There's going to be a reason to feel so proud of yourself. And it's because you've been able to overcome all of these different layers. It's like every time you revisit this, it's like another layer falls off, another layer falls off. October, you're getting to the literally, you're getting to the heart of the matter. You're getting to the root of the matter, and you are removing this final thorn that has been stuck, that's been really holding you back. Okay? And it's by removing this thorn that you're going to see this explosion of abundance, this explosion of goodness coming in for you, and it's going to bring you so much peace. Also, fish are a symbol of abundance as well, so there you go. Spirit is making it very clear that October will be a very abundant month, but at the same time, this is not necessarily something that comes easily, okay? Doing shadow work, addressing issues, especially when it comes to the family, is really, really hard, okay? It's really hard, but I get this energy from you. You have this confidence, even if you don't feel like it. On a soul level, you have this confidence that you know you can do it, okay? It's like you're the person who's meant to break these cycles. You're the person who's meant to do things differently, okay? So I have no doubt that you're not able to do this, okay? Like, you are absolutely capable of doing this, and I'm so proud of you, and you deserve all of this abundance and inner peace and success that's coming your way. Now let's take a look at your tea leaf oracle cards. These are just going to represent any other messages Spirit has for you for the month of October. So we have ear, good news, love that. We have pale, time to get out of a situation. And we also have feather, someone you know is undependable and insincere. Interesting. So, okay, this could be, as a literal interpretation, you could be hearing about maybe someone in your life who hasn't been as honest as you thought they were, and upon hearing this news, you leave a situation. So this could be like a friend or a family member. Maybe you decide just to kind of part ways with this person. But I don't necessarily feel like that's going to be the case for everyone, because this feather card, to me, I'm not really focusing so much on the actual message on the card, but just on the fact of you may be seeing a lot of feathers in October. And feathers is how your guides will communicate with you, okay? So if you ask for a sign, or if you ask for confirmation on something, feathers are going to represent like good news, okay? Another interpretation that I have is that you're literally receiving good news about something. So this could be about that promotion, about that raise, signing that contract, getting that lease. You're receiving good news that's allowing you to move out of a less favorable situation into a more favorable situation. So even something else that I'm picking up is some of you could be like moving out of your parents' house, okay? You're getting out of that situation of being around certain energy all the time, and you're getting your own space. But either way, this good news is really allowing you to move forward. It's going to help you to get outside of your comfort zone, right? Getting out of this situation that you've been in and getting you into something that's much more favorable, much more in alignment with your true, authentic energy, okay? Now, finally, let's take a look at what advice Spirit has for you for October. Oh my God, you guys. Wow, we have Oh my god. Okay, we have step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Wow. That's great. Okay, wow, we have prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus, you guys. Wow. Yeah, okay, so like, hella confirmation for you guys. Spirit is, you're really being encouraged to step out of your comfort zone. It may be scary, but you're really being supported here, and Spirit really just wants you to shift your perspective from feeling fear about stepping out of your comfort zone to feeling excited about stepping out of your comfort zone, because just outside the edge of where you feel comfortable, there's so much prosperity, there's so much abundance, there's just so much good, there's new connections waiting for you, okay? There's so many blessings that are waiting for you. And we were talking about your karma, we were talking about your purpose, and we also have your North Node here. So it's like, whatever this stepping outside of your comfort zone is, it's like it was destined. You were meant to do this. Just like how I was saying, like, you were meant to be the one to kind of break this cycle. You were meant to do things differently. Okay, pile 3, but this is everything that I'm seeing for you. This is so exciting. Please let me know what you thought of this down in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching, and hit the post notification bell so you never miss out on when I upload a video. I love you so much. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, friends! Hey there, pile 4. If you chose the Sunstone, this is going to be a reading all about what to expect in October. So we are going to start off by taking a look at the overall energy for the month of October, and then we'll get into the different life areas. So we'll be looking at love, career and finances, and personal and spiritual development. And then I have a few extra messages and, of course, some advice for you. But we are going to start off by taking a look at what energies will be the most prevalent for you in October. So we have Earth. The frequency of Earth activates our deep connection to this physical plane by showing us the beauty of all the aspects of our Great Mother and revealing the more ethereal, spiritual aspects of our nature. We have Transformation. And we have Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. Wow, okay, pile 4. What I'm getting with this main energy here is that you're going through a very deep transformation in the month of October, and essentially what's happening is that you're alchemizing these old energies that have really been weighing on you, and by doing that, you're literally going to transform your physical reality, okay? Because we have the Earth card here, especially it being right in the center. So this transformation that's happening on an energetic level is going to be also reflected to you in the physical as well in the month of October. So I see a lot of energy being cleansed and cleared out of your sacral and your heart chakras. And as well, especially because you chose the Sunstone, this is connected to the solar plexus chakra, which is all about our identity, our confidence, our willpower, our self-esteem, our worthiness. And it's like, I see you having this kind of rush of energy where you're very bravely, and it almost feels spontaneous, where you just decide that, like, you know what? This isn't working for me anymore and I'm going to make a change. And simply just by declaring that and deciding that, it changes everything. It creates such a big shift energetically. And I have this feeling that October is going to be a busy month for you. I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot going on, a lot of changes. And it's not just like, you know, sometimes when we go through these changes, it could be quite slow. Like, for example, personally, I've been doing a lot of healing work and working through a lot of things, and I feel like I've been doing this for a couple of years, but my external reality hasn't necessarily shifted a lot. But for you, I feel like these energetic shifts are going to very quickly create changes in your 3D world. It's going to create changes that you can tangibly see and feel and touch. So this could be like maybe you're moving, or maybe you are going through a glow up and like your actual body is transforming. You know, maybe you're taking better care of your health, okay? But I see really big and deep transformation happening here. And with the number 24 being here on the Earth card, I quite like this because this is it's very grounded. It's very stable. And 24 reduces to a 6, and 6 is the number of unconditional love and harmony and peace and reciprocity. Okay, so it's like, by declaring that I want to make this change, like I can't change the past, but I can change where I'm going. I can change what my future will look like. I can change how I decide to act or react to things. And I feel like a whole world of possibilities is really going to start opening up for you. Okay, I just want to get straight into the different life areas to see how this is going to translate, because I'm not getting anything else with just these cards. So let's first take a look at what's going on in love in the month of October. Ooh, we have wedding. The situation involves marriage. Okay. And we also have the 3 of Wands. This is beautiful. Okay, so commitment is being highlighted here when it comes to love in the month of October for you. The 3 of Wands talks about stepping outside of your comfort zone. It talks about focusing on the future, you know, leaving the familiar behind and stepping into kind of uncharted territory. So for some of you, you could literally be getting married in October, or maybe you're taking a relationship to the next level and this is something you've never done before. So you're kind of stepping outside of your comfort zone, and it's like, it's really transforming you because it's requiring you to be a version of yourself that you've never had to be before. Okay, so this could be, like I said, if you're actually getting married, maybe you've never been a wife before, you've never been a husband before. So it's this like brand new chapter I see happening. Now, I know some of you are going to be like, okay, well, I'm not getting married, so what is this about? Well, don't worry, I got you. We're about to find out right now. I have another tarot deck, so let's get some clarity for those of you that are single. And then we will get some more information for those of you that are already in a relationship. So, Spirit, for my pile 4s that are single, can you clarify what is happening in love for my single pile 4s in the month of October, please? What is happening in love in October for my single pile 4s, please? You may be meeting someone at a wedding. If you're going to a wedding in October, you may meet someone there. So we have the Sun. Oh, wow. Okay. We have the Sun, the Emperor, and the King of Cups coming out. Wow. It's a lot of masculine energy. The Sun, the Emperor, the King of Cups. On the back of the deck, we have the Seven of Wands. Okay. For those of you that are single, I'm getting this message of you may be taking the path less taken, if that makes sense. Because this Three of Wands, only one of them here is colored. It kind of looks like citrine to me. So citrine may be a good crystal for you in October. But it's making me feel like it's like one of these things is not like the other. And it's making me feel like your path is a bit divergent. You may not necessarily want the traditional wedding, or you may not want to legally tie yourself to another person. Like, you may not be into all of that traditional stuff. And if that's the case, you know, Spirit is saying you don't have to do anything that you don't want to. Like, if you want to take a different path, that's your own prerogative. Like, you don't need to do something just because that's what everyone else is doing. I don't think that message will apply for everyone, but it came through quite strongly. But the fact that we have wedding, the Sun, the Emperor, the King of Cups, for those of you that are single, this is looking like really good news. I feel like you're going to be meeting someone. If you're already talking to someone, I feel like... oh my God. I feel like things are going to get spicy in October. Because this is a lot of fire energy. We have Leo, we have Aries. So it's feeling spicy, it's feeling sexy, it's feeling also very romantic with the King of Cups here. This is water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, so that could be relevant. This person could have those placements, or maybe you do. But there's a lot of passion, a lot of excitement. And do you see all of these eyes? Like, there's an eye here. We have all of these eyes on here as well. So someone's got their eye on you. You got your eye on someone. It's feeling... I'm trying to keep it PG. I'm getting really strong Mars energy coming through, especially with the Seven of Wands on the back of the deck. Like, it's... oh my God. Yeah, it's feeling spicy. Let's just leave it at that. Now, this may not end up being like a relationship. This could end up just being a fling. Okay? So I think it's going to depend on everyone's situation. I feel like if you wanted this to go further, it has that kind of potential with the cards that we have coming out. I almost get this feeling that the dynamic between the two of you will be very like feisty. So maybe like one of you is a water sign and one of you is a fire sign. And there's that kind of clashing there. But it's like, you know what this is making me think of? I just finished watching Bridgerton not that long ago, and it's making me feel like either like Daphne and Simon, or like Anthony and Kate. Like that kind of energy where it's like passionate love, hate, like steaminess. Okay, that's that's the kind of vibe that I'm picking up. October's feeling fun. Let's just leave it at that, you guys. October is feeling fun. So if you've been looking to spice up your life, October is the time for that. Now, let's see those of you who are in a relationship. Spirit, can you please clarify what is happening in love for my pile 4s in October? My pile 4s that are in a relationship, please. What is happening in love in October? Oh, very quickly. So for those of you that are single, either this person that you meet or this person that maybe you've been dealing with, you could be starting to view them as marriage material. Now, you may not be at that point of your connection yet, but you may start to have these thoughts of like, I know that this has been really fun and playful, but at the same time, like I could kind of maybe see us getting more serious in the future. Or like I could see, or like when I envision maybe my future or our future together, like that's not something that I dislike, if that makes sense. It's like, because okay, you know, because for some of you it'll be like, I've only been, you know, talking to this person for a month. Like, I'm not going to start thinking about marriage. Like, okay, maybe not. Fair enough, you know. But at the same time, you know, we daydream sometimes. And sometimes we think about, like, oh, I wonder what would happen if, like, you know, me and this person got serious. Or, like, I wonder, like, how life would be if we lived together. Or, like, what would happen if we got married? It's like, I feel like you're starting to kind of think about those things when it comes to this particular person, okay? So for those of you that are in a relationship, we have the 4 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands. Oh, wow, okay. I'm actually going to take all of these. 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. We have the 5 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Cups. So we have 2 4s and 2 5s here. Wow. And then on the back of the deck, we have the Devil. Wow, and so we have 2 6s because this is the number 15. So you may see those number synchronicities repeating 4s, 5s, and 6s in the month of October. So, okay, what's going on here? My pile 4s that are in a relationship. 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. There's a lot of progress being made in your relationship in October. For those of you that are already with someone, wow, we have the Empress. Oh my God, and the Lovers. Oh, okay. I'm gonna stop being dramatic now. There's a lot of progress being made, okay? I feel like you've had to overcome a lot of obstacles in your connection. For some of you, this is a long distance relationship, and that comes with its own set of struggles. If that's the case, I feel for you. I'm also in a long distance relationship, and it definitely sucks at times. But whatever this feeling of lack that there was in your connection, whether this was feeling financially insecure or maybe just missing some emotional connection, intimacy, like whatever has been missing for you is being given to you in October. It's like with the 5 of Pentacles followed by the 6 of Pentacles. So it's like whatever you've been missing, you're not going to be missing anymore. It's going to be given to you. You're going to have it. Whatever this feeling of loss or disappointment or struggle that you've been feeling, it's like it's over. It's being transmuted. It's being transformed into something else. And like we have this Scorpion here on the 4 of Pentacles. So it's like giving me more of that Scorpio energy of transmuting, transforming, okay? There's a lot of alchemy going on here. And the 4 of Wands talks about a celebration, and it speaks of weddings too. So for some of you, you could be literally getting married. Like I said, you could be getting engaged. You could be stepping outside of your comfort zone and really just moving to that next level of commitment in your relationship. But you're no longer feeling afraid, no longer feeling tied down. It's like you're transmuting these energies of maybe like feeling as though you missed out on an opportunity in the past, feeling like, maybe I didn't always treat this person the best way, or like there was things I did that affected them and there was things that they did that affected me. It's like you're moving on from this, you're healing from this, and you're transmuting all of that energy into love and joy. You're really expanding. And it's so interesting because the Devil and the Lovers cards are, they're kind of like sister cards, if you will, because they represent two sides of the same coin. Okay, they're both the number 6, which we talked about at the beginning. And so it's like you're moving from this feeling of maybe codependency or attachment, or this feeling of being bound, and it's being transformed into this energy of unconditional love and choice of choosing to be with each other, not being with each other because you feel bound, because you feel attached, because you feel afraid that if I'm not with this person, I'm going to lose my chance. No, you are making the choice to be with this person because they fulfill you, because they bring you joy and love and happiness. Okay, this is someone who respects you. Okay, and it's a two-way street. It's mutual with all of these 6s here. So this is so beautiful. For others of you, this could be about children, having children. But either way, like I said, it's like it'll be some kind of experience that you've never had before, something that feels new. So having a child for the first time, maybe adopting an animal friend and having that be your little child together. But either way, I see that whether you're single or in a relationship, there's growth happening. There's movement. There's expansion. Your love life is not going to be boring in October. I'll tell you that much. October is not going to be boring when it comes to love, okay? So I want to now take a look at your career and finances and see what's going on there. Oh, yes, we have inflow with money. I love this card. And wow, look how similar these colors are. Beautiful. So this is solar plexus, heart, and throat chakra, which is interesting because we're also talking about the sacral chakra too. So there's a lot of chakras being highlighted for you in October. Okay. We also have the 7 of Wands. Oh, interesting. So in flow with money, this is card number 43, and this reduces to a 7. So we have 2 7s here. Oh my God, you guys are getting all of the angel numbers. There is repeating 4s, repeating 5s, repeating 6s, and now we have repeating 7s. Oh my goodness. So the universe is definitely going to be sending you a lot of angel numbers, okay? So keep an eye out for that. This will be in regards to these transformations that are taking place, whether it's in your love life, your career, or a different area, okay? But let's talk about career and finances. I see you moving out of this energy of feeling like you need to fight and struggle and like put in your blood, sweat, and tears just to make $1. And you're moving into an energy of being in the flow. You're shifting your energy from being in a masculine energy to being in a feminine energy. And because of the fact that you have been taking a lot of action, you have been making a lot of effort when it comes to moving up in your career, establishing yourself, or making more money, that when you move into your feminine energy and you allow yourself to be in a state of receiving, there's abundance coming in for you. Absolutely. Okay, so for example, like if you started your own business and you've been working so hard, putting in those hours, working late, working weekends, holidays, making sacrifices, putting yourself out there, your hard work is paying off. And in October, I see things starting to flow for you. I'm even seeing this translate as finding more flow in your schedule, in your routine, and the way that you do things. So if you've started something new recently, like a new job, a new position, a new company, a new way of doing things, I see in October is where you're really going to be moving up the learning curve, and things are just going to feel so much easier than how they did at the beginning. So it may have been a struggle at the beginning, okay? It may have been really hard. But that's ending for you in October. In October, things are starting to flow. Things are moving along. Things are naturally going without you having to push it, okay? So I really love this for you. I want to grab a few more cards so that we could find out, like, I don't know, what do I want to know here? Spirit, where is this flow of money coming from? Okay. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So, have you started a business from home? Have you started your own company? Are you starting your own project? It's like entrepreneurial vibes. And we have the Six of Pentacles again at the back of the deck. Two of Cups and the Sun, where I had split the deck. Okay, so some of you may have started like a project or a business with another person. This could be a romantic partner, a friend, or you actually have a business partner. And if you don't, Spirit is saying that collaboration could be helpful for you in getting this off the ground. But I'm also getting that for some of you, working independent is better. So take that how it resonates. You know your work style better than I do. But this money is coming from either an entrepreneurial pursuit, or this is coming from if you do anything related to real estate, if you flip homes, if you invest in real estate, if you have a business at home, if you sell your own products, if you do like interior design, landscaping, architect, home decor, things to do with the home is another source of income for you. So for example, like maybe you bought another property as an investment. Okay, maybe in October you start renting it out, or you start Airbnb-ing it or something, and this generates more income for you, okay? And I want to grab some advice because I feel like you don't really have to do much now. Like I feel like now things are going to flow to you, but I want to confirm that with a message from Spirit. We have Death coming out. So this is something that's going to happen naturally. It's going to happen in divine timing, and there's nothing that you really need to do here. It's like it's unavoidable. Okay, like this money is coming in. It's unavoidable. For others of you, this is encouragement to start your own project. This is encouragement and confirmation that you starting your own thing would generate a lot of income for you. Okay? So if you've been like working a 9 to 5 and it's like draining your soul and you're miserable and you're not making that much money and you hate it, and there's something that you're super passionate about, that you daydream about, that you're like, oh my God, it would be so amazing if I could just like do this as my job. Like that wouldn't even feel like work because I love it so much, and I can see other people have found a way to make money from it. Spirit is encouraging you to start investigating that. Start figuring out how you can make that your reality. Okay, because this is going to really generate a lot of income for you. So it might start off as a side hustle and then grow into something that's more stable, where maybe you could leave your current job and focus on that 100%. But that's what I'm seeing. Either working from home or something to do with houses, with construction, something like that. And of course, we have this Earth card, so there's going to be a lot of wealth and abundance coming from this. And I also seeing you being able to really just relax, being able to treat yourself, you know, taking a day off, maybe going to the spa. It's like, I don't know, this card here in flow with money, it's making me feel very at ease. It's like the 7 of Wands is a fighting energy, and so it feels like the universe is like, hey, we're going to financially support you because you've been putting in the work, and so now, you know, here's your reward. And it's like, here's you leaping at the opportunity to go treat yourself, or to go, you know, relax, to go indulge yourself in something. Okay? Okay, so let's take a look at your personal and spiritual development now. We have acceptance, and we also have the moon. Wow. So, wow, this is really lovely, because in like a literal sense, it's like you are finally accepting your shadow. You're accepting your shadow. It's like you're no longer pushing it away. You're no longer feeling ashamed, working through these feelings of regret, these very deep subconscious and significant and profound emotions. And as I'm talking about this, it just started raining. So this is very symbolic, okay? You're clearing out a lot of energy that has been trapped. Okay, we literally have almost all of the chakras here. Okay, we have the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, the heart chakra, the throat chakra. So you could be going through a Kundalini awakening, which is something that I was picking up before with this transformation card. Because it starts at the base, it starts at our root chakra, and it moves up through our chakras. So I see this energy being cleared. It's like it's moving from your root chakra to your throat, and then it comes back down, and then it comes back up again, and it goes through this loop. So there's really a lot being cleared out. Your guides and the universe are working very closely with you, supporting you, helping you to heal and clear out this energy. It's like you see all of these, like, I don't know, magical glitters coming out of her hands. It's like I feel like particularly while you sleep, your guides kind of go to work and really do a lot of work healing your subconscious mind and healing your shadow, or at least bringing things to the surface so that you can feel them, process them, and then let them go. But you're finding a lot of acceptance for yourself. You're finding acceptance in where you are now currently, knowing that everything is temporary. So even if you're in a situation that is unfavorable, that you really don't like, that's maybe driving you crazy or making you feel really frustrated, it's like you're able to find a way to accept that, because you know that it's not going to last forever. You know things are changing. You know things are transforming. You could feel it within yourself that you're not the same person. Okay? And because of that, it's giving you more hope to be able to move forward, even if you don't fully know where you're going yet. You're finding a way to face your fears and keep moving forward step by step and allowing Spirit to really guide you. Right? Kind of like the Seven of Wands, taking one step at a time. Okay, so there's a lunar eclipse, but it's not happening in October. I think it's in November, because I know October 25th, that's the new moon in Scorpio, and it's a solar eclipse. So the lunar eclipse, I think, is November 8th, because the moon and the earth here are really standing out to me. So I feel like between the time that you're watching this video and the next lunar eclipse is when the significant change and transformation is going to happen. Okay, this is a time frame that I'm getting for you. Spirit, is there anything else that you want pile 4 to know about this, please? About their personal and spiritual development in October? Okay. So we have the Seven of Cups, as well as Temperance. Again, Temperance talks about alchemy. This is crazy. It just keeps coming up. Ten of Swords on the back of the deck. You're literally transmuting all of this pain, all of these feelings of regret, betrayal, of endings, of fear, and you're allowing yourself to see new possibilities with the Seven of Cups. You're allowing yourself to start dreaming bigger, and you're allowing yourself to believe that your dreams are actually within reach. Like, you could actually make that happen. It doesn't just have to be a dream. It could be your reality. You could bring this into the 3D world. And I feel like there's a lot of luck on your side. We have these 2 4-leaf clovers here, and we have the this like prosperity cat. So there's a lot of abundance in store for you. Now I feel like you won't see all of this in October. I feel like this is more of a long-term thing that's being highlighted here. But I do see a lot of abundance and success in store for you that kind of like trickles in over time in a consistent way. Okay? And this is actually quite good, because sometimes, like, okay, imagine if you just received a massive amount of money today. That would be very overwhelming, right? Like, you probably wouldn't know how to manage it, what to do with it, you know, like, what do I buy? How much do I save? Should I invest? How much do I allocate to all of these different things? It's very overwhelming, and a lot of the times people blow through that money very quickly, and then they're left in the same situation that they were before. So when you get it consistently over time, it's like you build a sort of tolerance to it, and you also build more financial aptitude and intelligence in how to save and spend and invest your money. And I feel like over time you'll build this kind of confidence and this expertise in this area. Okay, so that was an interesting message to come through. That was more related to, I guess, finances, but it's something that Spirit really wanted you to know. Okay, that this alchemization process I think it's going to impact a lot more than you realize. Like, you know, say you're healing like a childhood wound that has to do with regret or shame. Okay, you may think that, okay, by healing this, this is going to help improve my relationships. And you're right, it will. But maybe you also don't realize that this will impact your relationship with money as well. It'll impact your self-confidence and the way that you move about in the world, okay? It's like, when we heal things, nothing is compartmentalized. Everything is connected in one way or the other, and I feel like you're going to start seeing how things really connect. And healing something in one area can also have profound impact on different areas of your life too. Okay, that's something else that I'm picking up. And I'm hearing Spirit say, don't underestimate the power of healing. Okay, something that seems quite large. Not that it's not big, but sometimes, you know, we might view it as like, oh, you know, like that's a big can of worms to open up. Like, I don't want to do that. But sometimes we just really need to have a good cry, and that's it. You know what I mean? And it's like, I feel like maybe in the past you've kind of underestimated how impactful it can be to go through this kind of process. So I want to now take a look at your tea leaf oracle cards. These are going to represent any additional messages that Spirit wants you to know for the month of October. So we have the Mountain, major challenge to overcome. We have Flowers, happiness. And we have Harp, great happiness. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? You have happiness and great happiness. It's like I'm not even... I see this Mountain card with a major challenge to overcome, and I'm almost just kind of like, yeah, whatever. Like, look at all this happiness that we have. So I feel like that's reflective of how your attitude will be in October. I feel like you're going to feel so much more hopeful and feeling so much more confident in yourself that when challenges come up, you're not going to shy away. You're not going to run away from it. You're going to be like, all right, bring it on. Like, I'm a strong, capable person, and I've been through a lot of shit, and I've healed from a lot of shit, and I've moved on from a lot of shit. So what's another mountain to me? That's the kind of energy that I'm getting from you. It's like, at this point, I'm an expert rock climber. Like, if there's a challenge to overcome, I know I can do it. It may be hard, it may be difficult, it may take time, but that doesn't faze me. Like, I still know I can do it. And this is also saying, like, whatever challenges you've been facing, just know that there is literally so much happiness on the other side once you overcome that hurdle. Once you go through that healing, once you transmute those energies, once you let certain things go, there is just so much happiness and abundance that is going to flow into your life with such ease and just so naturally. It's like you're not going to have to force anything. It's all just going to happen. Wow. Okay. Now let's finally take a look at your last two cards. These are going to be advice from Spirit for the month of October, okay? So we have a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. Okay, interesting. We just had the new moon in Libra on September 25th. So something significant could be happening in October because of something that happened from the new moon in Libra. Again, if you're single, you could be meeting someone new, or you could be kind of starting this new cycle with this person. So maybe taking things to the next step. Maybe like, for example, going from friends with benefits to going on a date or something. For those of you who are in a relationship, again, this idea of a new cycle beginning. Maybe you're getting married. Maybe you're moving in. Maybe you're having a child. Okay? But either way, it's like new life is being breathed into your romantic connections and connections in general. Like I even seeing friendships going well, work relationships going well. It's like everything is just in harmony and balanced and just flowing. Everything is just flowing and happy. Okay, we also have you're very close to achieving your goal. Exactly. This is like this mountain. Whatever challenge you've been facing, whatever struggle you've been going through, keep going because you're almost there. Like, don't give up. That's what Spirit's saying. Like, don't give up. They're also, your guides are right there with you, helping you climb this mountain, helping you get to the top, helping you to reach your happiness. Okay? So again, this idea of sometime like between the new moon and the full moon, and we also had the message of the lunar eclipse coming up. So over the next couple months, really pay attention to the lunar cycle. You may want to try manifesting with the lunar cycle. So you could find this information online. Literally just Google manifesting with the phases of the moon or something like that, because each moon phase kind of has its own wow, this is such a weird way of putting it. Each phase of the moon kind of has its own set of instructions, if you will. You know, like new moons, we set intentions, and full moons, we release what no longer serves us. But in between, there's also other moon phases where, you know, you focus on your goals, you take action towards things, or you're in more of a state of receiving and more of a state of flow, or in a reflective state where you're thinking about things. So really take a look at the lunar cycle over the next couple months, because I think that working with it is really going to help you on this journey. But pile 4, this is everything that I am seeing for you. Please let me know in the comments how this resonated. I would really love to hear your thoughts. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching, and hit the post notification bell so you never miss out on when I upload a video. I love you so, so much. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, friends!